Hello everybody, a very good evening and a very warm welcome to yet another super informative, super amazing and a very unique episode of Curious Minds with me Pritesh, your host, your host and a proud educator from Embibe. And today we are talking about bizarre, unique, different, unusual festivals that happen across the globe. Now these festivals, whether they are about hitting tomatoes to each other or whether it is about jumping over kids. Let's explore these bizarre festivals in today's episode of Curious Minds, where I come every day from 5:30 to 6 from Monday to Friday only on Embibe Achieve CBSE Class 6 to 8, and we discuss such amazing topics. These topics are discussed not only to give you knowledge and information, but it is also to create curiosity inside you so that you go out, you read, you research and you find out more about what all is happening around you, right? On that note guys, before we begin, I would also like to tell you a little bit about the amazing Embibe page that gives you unlimited, free of cost, immersive interactive learning experience, and you get free access to test, assignment, study material, question, solution, explanation to solution, books, reference books, NCRTs, that too of any board, any grade, any subject and in any language. So make sure that you check out the Embibe page at your leisure only at www.embibe.com, and you can also download the Embibe app, which is freely available on Google Store and Apple Store. So guys, do connect with us on Telegram, because this is one such platform where you get a chance to interact with your favorite educators, you get a chance to get the PDF of the academic sessions, and you also get updates of whatever is happening on the Embibe Achieve CBSE Class 6 to 8 YouTube channel. For that, I also want you guys to quickly give this video a big fat thumbs up. Do share this video with your friends in school, WhatsApp groups and everybody whom you know for some fun, and subscribe to the channel because it's absolutely free. So let us begin today's episode of Curious Minds with bizarre festivals around the world. So, what do we have here? Number one, we have the La Tomatina festival in Spain. La Tomatina is a festival that takes place on the last weekday of August in the town of Bunol near Valencia in Spain. This festival involves participants throwing tomatoes at each other for an hour. For 1 hour, you can just throw tomatoes at each other, good source of oxalic acid. It has become a popular event attracting tourists from all over the world. Over 150,000 tomatoes are used during the festivals. Now there is a rule, you can't just throw tomatoes, you have to squeeze the tomatoes before throwing it, and you cannot throw anything else apart from tomatoes. Like you cannot throw an orange or a mango or a potato, right? You only have to throw tomatoes, and that too you have to squeeze the tomato before throwing so that it softens and it doesn't hit the person, right? This movie is there, Zindagi Na Milegi Dobara. In that movie, they have shot this La Tomatina festival beautifully, starring Farhan Akhtar and Hrithik Roshan and Abhay Deol and Katrina Kaif and Kalki Kekla. So amazing festival, La Tomatina, and I really wish that all of us should at least once in our life experience the La Tomatina festival in Spain. Spain doesn't only have this, but it has a number of such unique festivals. Like again, it's the baby jumping festival. In El Colaco, also known as the baby jumping festivals, it's a traditional festival held in the Castrillo de Murcia, Spain. The festival involves men who are dressed in brightly colored devil costumes, and they run and jump over a row of babies that have been laid out on mattresses in the streets. So they don't jump on the babies. What they do is that babies are laid on mattresses like this, right? So there are babies, and they jump on the mattresses. Sorry, they jump over the mattresses. They don't jump on the babies. So don't worry, there are no babies who are harmed in this festival. The babies are usually less than a year old and are believed to be cleansed of sin and protected from evil by the act of being jumped over by the devil. So they believe, like the people of Castrillo de Murcia believe that if these devil dressed men, when they jump over the babies, they believe that the baby is any kind of sin or any kind of evil that is ever the baby is carrying with it, or the baby is ever going to encounter, all that is removed. So the baby is cleansed, the baby's soul and body is completely cleansed of all evils and of all sins if this devil costume people jump over the babies. So it's a beautiful, colorful, I'm sure it's a very beautiful festival that happens in Spain in Castrillo de Murcia called El Colaco or the Baby Jumping Festival. On number 3, we have got the Cooper's Hill Cheese Rolling and Wake. Again, a beautiful festival that happens in England. It's held in Gloucestershire in England every May. Like next month is happening. See if you can go. The event involves a large round of double Gloucester cheese which is being rolled down a steep hill while participants chase after it. The first person to cross the finish line at the bottom of the hill wins the cheese. The cheese can reach speeds up to 70 miles per hour, and the steepness of the hill makes it difficult for participants to stay on their feet. Now imagine if this is the hill, right? And they have rolled this cheese ball from the top, and here is the finishing line. Now if a human is running, because this is so steep, I don't think it is possible for anybody to keep the balance. You might just trip over and you also might roll down just like the cheese ball. But then again, those who are able to successfully climb down, run down the hill and cross the finishing line, this entire cheese ball is theirs. So it becomes a gift. It becomes the prize. So the prize is the Gloucester cheese. Amazing. So again, one of a very bizarre and a very unique festival that happens in England in May. So next month, if you can go to England and be a part of this festival, do let me know in the comment section. The next one is the Monkey Buffet Festival, which happens in Thailand. Held in Lopburi, Thailand every November, Lopburi is home to thousands of macaque monkeys which are considered sacred by the local people. The monkeys are free to roam around the town, and during the festival they are given rein to indulge in the buffet, which includes items like bananas, pineapples and sweet potatoes, all of monkeys' favorites. The festival attracts thousands of visitors each year. There are also cultural performances, parades and other activities held during the festival. So as you can see, the monkeys are given completely free access to eat how much ever they want, whatever they want, and whatever the monkeys like bananas and pineapples and sweet potatoes and apples and whatever the fruits they like, they keep these fruits for the monkeys to come and eat and devour and enjoy themselves. So in Thailand, there are animals like monkeys and elephants which are considered to be extremely sacred and important and of great significance. So this festival, which is called as the Monkey Buffet Festival, happens in November in Thailand, where monkeys are given an open buffet to come and eat and enjoy to their delight. So that's in Thailand. The next one is the Day of the Dead, which happens in Mexico. It's celebrated in Mexico and other Latin American countries every November, this festival honors deceased loved ones with parades, altars and offerings of food and drink. The Day of the Dead is a deeply spiritual and cultural tradition that is meant to honor the memories of loved ones who have passed away. It is a time to reflect on the cycle of life and death and to celebrate the connections that exist between the living and the dead. So again, a kind of a spiritual and a beautiful festival where they remember the members of their family or of their loved ones who have passed away, who are no more in this world. And it's a beautiful festival where they come together, they remember their loved ones who have passed away, they light candles and they spend a good time in peace and harmony. So this is called the Day of the Dead, which is celebrated in Mexico and other Latin American countries, and this also happens in November every year, right? Then the next one is the World Toe Wrestling Championship. This is amazing and funny. It happens in England in Ashbourne every June. The competition involves two competitors facing each other barefoot with their feet on a small wrestling ring. The aim is to pin down the opponent's foot using only the toes. You remember? When I don't know whether you still play it or not, but when we were in school, we used to have this thumb fight. Like you have to make the other person's, you have to just press the other person's thumb and count till 5, but you can only use your thumb. So it is similar to that, but here you are doing it with your toes, which is called the toe wrestling. The rules of the competition are strict, with competitors having to stick to the code of conduct that includes no biting, pinching or twisting of toes. The event is known for its light and humor atmosphere and is considered to be one of the more unusual sporting events in the world. So cool, no? You have to play the sport with your toes. So that's amazing, really cool. So people have such kind of unique festivals across the world. This is the toe wrestling that happens in England in June every year. The next on our list is the Boryong Mud Festival. Again, this happens in South Korea. You can see a small glimpse of the festival, that how this person is throwing the mud on other person's face, right? So this happens in South Korea every July. The festival is considered around the city's mineral rich mud. So this is not just any ordinary mud, but this is the mineral rich mud which is said to have therapeutic properties for the skin. During the festival, visitors can participate in a variety of mud related activities such as mud wrestling, mud sliding and mud painting. There are also cultural performances, live music and other events held throughout the festival. So it is not just this one activity that happens, there are multiple activities that are happening around in that arena, and the mud splashing is a part of the festival. That's amazing. It happens in South Korea in July. And the last on the list is the Festival of the Horns. Again, it is celebrated in Mexico, held in Cedral in September. One of the main events of the festival is the Torneo de Lazo, in which bull riders attempt to grab ribbons tied to the horns of the running bulls. The goal is to collect as many ribbons as possible while avoiding being trampled by the bulls. So very similar festival happens in Spain also, where they have to run and the bulls are running behind them. But here what they have done is they have tied ribbons to the horns, and what people have to do is they have to remove the ribbons and collect them. So more the number of ribbons you collect, you are the winner. But you have to protect yourself so that you don't get trampled by the running bulls, because these bulls, they are extremely strong and they are running at a very high speed. So it's very easy, there are maximum chances that one might get trampled and killed by the bulls. So again, very adventurous festival, but unique in its way, that happens in Mexico in September in the place called Cedral, right? So with that, guys, we come to the end. This was a list of the unique bizarre festivals that happen across the world. We spoke about everything from England to Spain to South Korea to Mexico, also called Mexico in Mexican. So yeah, that was it. If you have enjoyed this session and gained some knowledge out of it, make sure that you give this video a big fat thumbs up. Do share it with your friends and school WhatsApp groups, and subscribe to the channel because it's absolutely free. And until I meet you again, this is Pritesh, your host, your dose and a proud educator from Embibe, signing off for now, only to see you soon again at 5:30 tomorrow. And until we meet next, take care of yourself. Stay healthy, stay happy, stay blessed, stay safe, and keep imbibing. We believe in you.
Keep imbibing. We believe in you.